This is where we're going to hit the stone here. Look, we're just coming up. You can actually see it ridges up. Oh look, here we go. Look, you hear that? That is the stone. There's a classic example of stone near the surface. Right, I believe Terry's along ploughing the maize, so we're going to go along and have a look, because I don't always capture the maize ploughing and drilling and everything, because I can't always be around for it, but we're going to go and have a look and see what it's like. So Terry has made a bit of a start, but not that much. I wonder if he stopped for his break. He's parked up there. Let's have a look. I don't think he's actually moving, I'm not sure. It's actually tea time, so maybe he's just stopped for a cup of tea or something. Right. I haven't got a lot of battery power. Oh, I can see dust going, so he is moving. Right, let's have a look. Oh, so it is incredibly dusty. We are on, so I'm filming this. What is the date today? It is the, I think it's the 6th of May today. I all know that. It's my birthday on the 8th, so I'll be 22 then, which is pretty cool. But no, we are ahead of the date. I think last year we played on the 9th of May, so we're a little bit ahead of our game. The season is ahead of itself though. There we go. But let's have a look at this. We put the muck on it. We've been whacking muck on it for the last month. You can see the muck in it. Look, there you go. That's always good to see, because the maize will really want that. That'll be hungry for that. And it's ploughed over well, because I was slightly worried about the weeds in it. But they have incorporated quite well. There is a little bit here. This is probably where I think this is another stone patch. This is always a bit of a nightmare, this field. Yeah, look at the stone that's come up there. There's one there. Not sure whether that's a big stone now or just solid dirt. But this is the stony ridge. Traditionally, if you followed this over the years, my YouTubing, you know we've done continuous maize here for quite a long time, and it seems to work for us actually. Controversial, because a lot of people say you can't do it continuously, but we seem to have got away with it. We don't seem to have lost out anything. Harry's begging me to put grass back in here, and I think at some point we will. But if you followed me all those years, you'll know full well that there is a significant amount of rock in this field. On this ridge here, just this line across here, and up across the top, roughly where Terry is now. There's a lot of stone there, but we'll have a look at him when he comes down. I'm very lucky on this farm with lovely soil. It's a little bit clayey, loam, quite sandy, crumbles. Look at that. Oh, he's hit the stone. I can hear that. He's hit the stone ridge. So very lucky with the soil, but the actual stone is a nightmare. I'm lucky being a dairy farmer. We don't have to worry about the stone too much, because we're not ploughing much, but it can be a problem if you're an arable boy. You don't want a lot of stone, do you? There you go, he's coming down steady. Gotta take it steady in here. Let's go and have a look. Oh, the power of the diesel. I just delayed Terry by about 20 minutes there. We were just talking. He said the ploughing's not going well out here because it's so dry, and it's a bit compacted as well with over the muck, so it's not doing a great job on the plough. He said it's struggling a little bit. I think it's doing all right actually. You know, nice crumbly soil though, isn't it? Look at that. This is where I love a bit of a follow. We're going to follow the plough down. We'll see these moldboards in a minute, probably bounce up when they hit the stony ground. Now you can see here that there's a few wheel ruts here. The muck's capped on top a bit. It's not the easiest to plough in really with all this on top, and it's the dryness more than anything though. This is where we're going to hit the stone here. Look, we're just coming up. You can actually see it ridges up. Oh look, here we go. Look, you hear that? That is stone. There's a classic example of stone near the surface. Oh, I hope you don't do any damage. Just on this ridge, very frustrating. Thank goodness we don't have an arable farm on this sort of stone. I think some of the rest of the farm has got this on along near the actual cattle shed. Look, here we go, look. Here we go. And that's in the ground, look, you see that's broken up. You see it's just snapped a piece off there, but that's below the surface. There you go, this is always a good shot. You see that when that flips over. He's going to come back this way, isn't he? Get out of the way. Look at that. Quick flip. We're going to be up by that ridge of stone again in a minute, I think. Yeah, here we are, look. And we're clear of it now, so that should get into some better ploughing. Ooh, quite hard to walk on that. There's dust coming off it though. You can see there how dusty it is. Some years there'd be absolutely no dust at all because it would be damp. And this year is a very different year. I'm going to walk up to the top actually, see how we go. See how we go when we get to the top and get another flip. So we're coming up to the second rocky area here. Probably not as bad as the bit down the bottom, but what it does do is throw up some big stones every now and then. So rather than the bottom bit, which seems to be stone over quite a wide area, this seems to be a little bit more sort of small areas where there's a big boulder. And this is probably about it now. So we'll see. There's one there, look. You can see there. Look at that. Oh yeah, here we go. Probably the stones, look, there's one there, look at that. Just popped up. It's probably the stones that actually ended up build in the style. Someone, quite interesting, someone did say to me on the style project, they said, we don't have those where we are. We have wooden stiles. And it's all down to whether you got any stone nearby, haven't you? Well, look at me, I've got plenty of stone. I could build a stile or a house here. In some areas it's all brick, but round here it's mostly stone houses. You can see why. Right, let's go at the top now. Terry's going to flip that any second, I would have thought. Here we go. Always good to have a flipperoonie. Look at that. The sun in the way, unfortunately. Which way to go and get... That's better. Let's get out the sun. That's better. If I come up down, follow this down, I get a better shot because the sun's behind me now. Just taking some photos. Right. Ooh, this is really hard to walk on. Right, I'm heading home now, so we might have a look out here when he's finished tomorrow. Just come and see what the difference is, where we're at. It's a lovely evening for doing this. Very satisfying job if you've got a job like this, I should think. You know, you see what you're doing, you see it through from ploughing to drilling, see the crop come up. You know, that's got to be good. Back down on the big rock again, look. Look at that bad boy, look at that. It's a struggle here. Fair play, Terry. He knows what he's doing. It's just difficult ground, really. So, anyway, I'm going to leave him to it. I'll just watch this flip once more, because I always like seeing the flip. I ought to get back over to Harry Neal Farmers. That's ploughing for another year. I like to walk away from it, I like watching it. Right, we'll nip back when this is ploughed. I think worth having a quick look then. See what the score is. Sure, Terry do a good job. Right, let's crack on, we'll be back. The ploughing's done. I've just nipped back. Terry's just finishing off the disking. I think he's literally just finished. Right, I just spoken to him. He's going around again. He is going around again. I'm glad I caught him. So we'll see him go up. Apparently there's a big stone at the top as well, which I'm going to have to come along and shift another day. It's Friday night, I'm not going to do it now. But it's nice to see a disking going. It's very dry though, isn't it? Look here. Let's have a look. I mean, there's moisture in the soil. Look, I mean, that isn't dry. It's a lovely soil though. I am so lucky to have this land here. Beautiful soil. You see the muck in it. It didn't plough over so well as you were saying though with the grass. You see, it was a turnover was quite a problem. Christ, look at the dust coming up there though. Look at that. It is dusty, isn't it? Well, we'll catch him when he comes back down. He's going quite quick, so he'll go over this quite quickly. So here's a patch of stone. Look at these beauties that have come up. Look at that one. Oh, that might be bigger ones than that here. Yeah, there's a big patch just come up here. And I've picked over this field plenty of times. There's another one there that I'm going to have to come out on Saturday morning and pick these up, I think. Because if he comes back to get some more cultivation on it, ain't going to do it any good, is it? Ooh, look at that one. Look at that. Flipping heck. Well, sometimes they can be a little bit like icebergs, and you've got a little bit on the top and then there's a big bit below. I bet there's some more in the other fields as well. But he's coming back down now. He told me he's avoid the stones. Ooh, sounds like a motorbike going along that bottom road. Someone giving it some welly. Here he comes. I just realised where I'm stood, I'm going to get quite dusty. Coming through. He's going to cover me in dust, isn't he? Still, I haven't had a shower tonight yet, so we'll be alright. I'm going to get run over by him as well. Too bad out here, it'll break the discs, that's the trouble. You've got to be a bit careful. The stones are really horrific. They're breaking it down nice and crumbly though, isn't it? Looking good on it. There's a bloody stone. Honestly, I'll never pick the stones up here for the rest of my life. If I carried on picking, there'll be more every year. It'll never end in the stone picking here. I'm doing a quick turn. I'm going to go and leave them to it in a minute. There he goes. Right, if we just look at the difference, you can see where it's been over it a second time. It's already made a difference quite a bit, really, hasn't it? You can see the texture has broken down quite a lot just between that two. Right, ploughing Ploughing and disking are out of the way. How much of the rest of the cultivation I'll capture, I don't know. It all depends what I'm doing. I'm milking and everything over the weekend. My brother's on holiday, so I'm a bit flat out. But good to get this bit on video, isn't it? Action stations, crack on.